Mr. Depp, what I'm going to ask you about is the second text down. It's the text from you to someone named Sis, who I think you testified was, you said at first it was Christy, but I think you then testified that it was Whitney Heard, correct?
Sis is...
Your Honor, I'd move for well, this is a text from you to Whitney on March 9th, 2013, correct? You see that?
What am I supposed to see? I'm sorry.
The second, the text, two down, is a text from you to Whitney, dated March 9th, 2013.
Yes, I see that, yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I would move for the admission of this Exhibit 159 with that text and then the second and third text from the bottom, please. With the appropriate redactions on everything else.
May we approach, Your Honor? Sure.
Can you, Michelle, can you please redact everything but the second text message, please?
What we'll do, we'll just call this 159A, and
Sure.
that'll be admitted with redactions, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
So, Mr. Depp, this is a text message you sent to Whitney Heard on March 9th, 2013. And in this text message, you say, you blow that up as best you can, please. We had a slightly grim morning, but not a doozy. We kissed, she splits, and texts me sweet stuff. I do the same right back, and nada. So I just want to know that she is safe. I've heard nothing, just worried about her, XXX JD. Did I read that right?
Yes.
Okay. So that text was sent on March 9th, 2013. With that in mind, could you please pull up Defendant's Exhibit 161? Can you scroll? Here we go. Do you see four texts or five texts up from the bottom? There's a text exchange between you and Miss Heard. You see that?
Yes, I do.
And this is sent on March 12th, 2013.
Okay, yes, sir.
Which, if I'm doing my calculation right, was Tuesday, March 12th, 2013. And in the top text, you write, "Just thought you should know that there exists a book titled Disco Bloodbath. That's all." You see that? Did I read that right?
Yes, you did.
Your Honor, I'd move to move for the admission of this exhibit with those texts.
When you say those texts, which ones? Just
Those four. The text exchange between Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard.
okay. Any objection to that?
We have no objection to the omission of the 4 text messages between Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard on
So
that
we can
date.
make those redactions?
Yeah.
All right. 161 in evidence with the redactions. You can publish.
Thank you, Your Honor. So we'll just focus on the text. So we can see the top text is from you to Ms. Heard. And you say, "Just thought you should know that there exists a book titled Disco Bloodbath. That's all." And Amber wrote you back and said, "We need that book!" Exclamation point. And you wrote back and said, "Is it about last Friday night?"
Objection.
I'm sorry. I got it wrong.
I think you're, yeah.
Amber writes you and says, "We need that book." And then she writes you and says, "Is it about last Friday night by any chance?" And you write, "How can you make me smile about such a hideous moment? Yes, it is. Funny bitch. I fucking love you, you cunt." You wrote that on Tuesday, March 12th, 2013, referring to the previous Friday night, March 8th, 2013, correct?
I believe that the subject, I sent her that text that there exists a book called Disco Bloodbath from a bookstore that I was in. She said we need the book, asked me about if it was about last Friday. I believe that I have a very different opinion of what that Friday was than you do, and I
Well, your counsel can ask you about that, and I'm sure
indeed,
Ms. Heard
well, I
will
think that's
testify
when
to
we'll
that.
get into that, yes.
But my question to you is, you're writing, you're referring to such a hideous moment. You're responding to Ms. Heard's text is it about last Friday night by any chance? Isn't that right?
That's what she's asking me.
Okay. You can take that down, please.
Bless you.
Can you please bring up Defendant's Exhibit 638?
All right. What is? Are we going to enter this into evidence, or?
Yes, Your Honor. Move for the admission of this video into evidence.
We have no objection, Your Honor.
All right. 638 in evidence. Thank you. Now you can publish it. What happened? What happened?
in this morning. You know that?
Were you in here?
No.
So then nothing happened to you this morning?
Yeah, you're right. I just woke up and you were so sweet and nice. We were not even fighting this morning. All I did was say sorry.
Did something happen to you this morning? I don't think so.
No, that's the thing.
You want to see crazy? I'll give you fucking crazy. That's crazy. Oh, you're crazy. Oh, you're crazy.
Have you drunk this whole thing this morning?
Oh, you got this going. You got this going?
I just started it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Really? See that shit on me,
No,
motherfucker?
I didn't. You were smashing shit.
Bye. Do we have a date for this?
That's your house,
illegally
Melissa.
recorded tape. Do we have a date or metadata or anything on that?
Why don't we, since you have some questions about it, why don't we watch it again?
Oh, I've
Play
seen
it again,
honey.
Michelle. Okay, you know what, we don't have to do that.
That's good.
We don't have to do that. This is at your house in West Hollywood on Sweetser Avenue, correct?
That's correct, sir.
And that's you in the video, Mr. Depp, right?
That's correct, sir.
And you would agree that you were violent in that clip, correct?
Clearly, I was having a bad time. I don't know what it was with regard to completely at this point, since I don't know the date. But being illegally recorded by your chosen other is, well, it's quite fitting with the rest of the photographs and tape recordings she made. So I thought what was most interesting is that she tried to hide it from me, and then that she laughed and smiled at the end. I thought that was the most interesting part myself. But so yes,
You didn't
I
react.
did assault a couple of cabinets, but I did not touch Miss Heard.
And
As you can see, I think no.
and you may have been drunk in that video, correct?
There's a possibility of that, yes, sir.
You poured yourself a mega pint of red wine, correct?
A mega pint.
Yeah.
I poured myself a large glass of wine.
Right.
I thought it necessary.
Right. Right. Well, let's look at UK 101, please.
Okay, 101.
Yeah, this is day one. You see there at line 5. Do you have the page up?
I don't see 101 yet, sir. So
Okay, sorry. Take your time.
I've got a bit of a bushel here. 101. Sorry.
It's in the volume for day one. If that helps.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm
All
looking through, but it's all, it's a bit of a jumble. Oh, sorry, here, page 101, is that what you'd like?
Yes, sir.
Great.
And just since you seemed amused by the terminology, you were asked the question, you were drunk, I'm going to suggest. What do you say to that? Answer, I may have been.
Where are we, sir?
Line 5.
Thank you.
Question, you were drunk, I'm going to suggest. What do you say to that? Answer, I may have been. I do not recall. The chances are very good that I was if I was upset. Question, we saw you pour a sort of, answer, mega pint. Question, mega pint of red wine, which is not everybody's choice for breakfast, is it? Answer, no. Did I read that right?
You did.
And you were very, very upset in that video, correct?
I think that's pretty clear, yes.
And you would agree that your behavior in that clip could be intimidating to anyone present in that room, correct?
Objection calls for speculation.
I'll sustain the objection.
You would agree that your behavior was intimidating, correct?
Objection calls for speculation.
All right, I'll sustain the objection.
Okay. Now you're a lot bigger than Amber, correct? Physically.
I wouldn't say that.
Would you agree with me that the standards of a Southern gentleman were not in your mind in this particular moment, were they?
I don't know about anyone else, but I have had experiences in my life where one does stray from complete control over their emotions at times, and that is a very normal, primal thing to do. I did not try to intimidate Ms. Heard. If she was intimidated, why was she filming? If she was scared to death, why didn't she leave?
Can you pull up Exhibit 821, please? Defendant's Exhibit. We're going to fast forward in time a little bit, Mr. Depp.
Yes, I can feel it.
I'd like to direct your attention to the third text down. It's a text message from you to your sister on June 4th, 2016.
Yes, sir.
You see that?
Objection, relevance, Your Honor.
What's the relevance? Or you want to converse? Sure.
Can you pull up Exhibit 870, please? Actually, can you pull up, it's Plaintiff's Exhibit 157, 11.
157.
157, page 11.
There we go. Okay, 157. Plaintiff's 157.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Depp, these are text messages that you sent to your friend Isaac Baruch, correct?
Yes, and I'll just say that I'm not proud of any of the language that I've used in these angered
Your Honor, I'd move for admission of just this page of this exhibit.
Your Honor, we object on relevance.
All right, if you want to approach, let's take it. All right, with the redactions. You can tell her what redactions you're doing.
Sure. Just those middle two texts, please.